Hey you guys, and thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk about the lifers. The lifers are the ones that are doing the life terms, and basically they're the ones who are running the prison. When I first got over to the prison, I was in receiving, and I stayed in receiving for 3 months. And during that time, you hear all these horrible stories about leaving receiving and going over the wall. Now, once you go over the wall, you're in the prison, the big prison. So you hear all these horrible stories about the lifers, and they make you wash the walls. You have to scrub the bricks, and if you give them a hard time, if you don't do what they tell you to do, then they will hurt you. So most of the women who had never been to prison before was really afraid to go over the wall. Nobody wanted to go over the wall. And what happens is when you're receiving, you're either going to go over the wall or you're going to leave receiving, go to the another prison, or you're going to go to fire camp, or you're going to go to the mother infant program. And I'll tell you guys a little later about the mother infant program. And oh yeah, I have to do part 2 about fire camp. So nobody wanted to go over the wall. Nobody wanted to go and experience these horrible things that we were hearing about the lifers. So eventually they called my name. They called my name, and it was time for me to leave receiving and to go over the wall. Really, I was nervous. I didn't want to go over the wall. I wasn't scared, but I was nervous. I wanted to leave and go to another prison or fire camp. But sure enough, they called my name and they took me over the wall. So once we got over the wall, immediately they take us into this orientation. And the orientation was with the lifers. So in this orientation, there was 10 lifers. And these lifers basically put down the rules. And they were saying that if we had any problems, to come to them. It's kind of like you had the nice cop, the bad cop, okay? Because some of them were being nice, but then you had some that was like being hard. Like, we don't play, and this is how we do things over here. If y'all have any problems, don't go to the police, because they call the officers the police. Don't go to the police. Come to us. We resolve things over here. I'm like, oh my God, right? So anyway, after they put it down, the rules and the regulations, the law, then we had to go to our room. So there was 3 of us who was sent over to my room. So we get to this room, and this room, there are 1, 2, 3, there are 4 bunk beds. 4 bunk beds, and there was a older lady laying on her bed, and she said that she had been, Hispanic lady. She said barely speak English. She said that she had been there a week, and the room was hell. She said that we were in trouble, that we did not want to be in that room, that the lifer in that room was mean, evil. She demanded things. She wanted everything done her way. She said that she was scared. She spent all her time outside because they didn't want her in the room. Okay, so I said, you know what, ladies? We're going to pray. So there was 4 of us. Me, the other 2 ladies, and the Hispanic lady. I said, come on, we're going to pray. We're going to rebuke all these evil things. So I got the ladies together and we prayed, right? So I'm going to rebuke that. This has to be good. You know, God is covering me. I know He's going to take care of me. This is not going to be bad. So there was a lady that came in the room, and she introduced herself, and she told us about this lifer, and she told us about how horrible this lifer was, and how she ran the room, and how we would have to scrub the bricks every day, and we would have to take turns cleaning the room on the weekend. And she didn't like this, she didn't like that. Oh boy, just more horrible stories about this lifer. So eventually the lifer came in, And this lifer is the young lady who, doing lifer, her and her friends killed the taxi cab driver. I'm in California. So they killed this taxi cab driver because they didn't have any money to pay. So they just shot the taxi cab driver. Some of you guys might have heard about these ladies. So this lady immediately came off just as sweet and kind and nice. Nothing like the horrible stories that was told. I'm like, all right, God. Okay, you got me. So she did, she informed us that we were all responsible for cleaning our bricks, scrubbing the bricks. Okay, who does that? Who scrub bricks? I'm looking at the bricks. The bricks are clean to me. Why do we need to scrub the bricks? Okay, and yeah, we were all responsible for having a weekend for cleaning the whole room. And the bathroom, there was a bathroom, just a small little area with a toilet, and there was a small area with a shower. The shower was huge. But we were told that when we used the toilet, we were to clean it every time and to leave it up. That way, we would know that it was clean. Okay. And not to leave any hair on the floor. And when we brush our teeth, make sure we turn off the water and don't leave the tissue hanging. And try not to hang out in the room. Just all these rules and things that we needed to do while we were in this room. So, okay, fine. So over the week, it wasn't that bad living in there with her. There was fights going on in the room with her and the other girls. Whatever it was, but it was just horrible. And there was one bunkie. That's what we call each other, bunkie. There was one bunkie in the room who was a stud, and she had a girlfriend. And in the evening, you can go out your room and you can sit in, like we have a lobby. You can sit in the lobby and there's a TV and you can watch TV. This bunkie would beat her girl every day. It got to where I didn't want to go in the lobby. And it's like the officers would act like they didn't see it. They was ignoring it. It was so sickening. It got to where I wanted to I stayed. I didn't want to go out there. I just stayed in the room because I didn't want to see this. And I hated sleeping in the room with her. I just felt sickening. She would come and go to bed in the same room that I was in. One day she was trying to stab her, no joke, with an ink pen. And her girlfriend was screaming, help, help. And the others just like ignoring it, okay? Every day I would go outside and we do walk the yard because really there's nothing to do. You can hang out with your so-called friends, or you can just walk around in circles. It was fun time for most of them, not for me. But, I would try to go outside, and sure enough, there was always somebody fighting. If it wasn't couples, there was just fighting. And there was always couples fighting. You would see just socking and beating, and just every day they would take each other to the corners and to the side, or just fighting. It was just horrible. You just could not go outside and just relax and enjoy yourself because there was always some crazy fighting, beating each other out on the yard. It was just horrible. But the lifers, I've seen where, like, some of the ladies who went over the wall with me, which is horrified because they were in rooms where the lifers were worse than the one where I was in. The lifer was saying, "Oh no, you take off your shoes as soon as you come in the room." Oh, somebody refused to take off their shoes, and when she went into the shower, a whole bunch of them came in the room. "Oh, okay, you don't want to follow rules? Oh, okay, this is what you get." And they beat her. They beat her in the shower for the simple fact that I'm not taking off my shoes when I come in the room. "Oh no, I'm not taking off my shoes." They got her. And stuff goes on like that. The lifers, they don't care nothing about nothing because they're lifers. What, they're going to add another 30 days on life? So they don't care. The lifers are running the prison and they're waiting on you. They're waiting on you to come in their room, and that's their house. That's their house. That's what they call them. This is home. This is my home. So they expect for you walk into their home, you respect their home. You're going to respect their home or you're going to get it. Okay? And you don't want to get it. So anyway, just a little info on the lifers and what I had to go through, you guys. And it was horrible. Horrible that I had to experience that. Horrible that I had to see the things that I had to see. But remember, that's what happens. I committed the crime, so I had to do the time. So you're out there, you're doing some crime, you think you're getting away with it. Everything come back to the light. Okay. Oh, you might be getting away with it now. You are happy making some money. I hope you don't have to go to prison and go through the things that I had to go through, because it was not nice. Okay, you guys, just a little something. I'll come back later and do part 2 on fire camp. Oh, and I posted some videos. Did you guys see the videos? I'm going to post some more videos on fire camp. So some of the ladies on those videos, I knew some of those ladies. I was in fire camp. I was in prison because we all do our training at the same place. And then we go off. And there's only four camps, fire camps. So we all go off into the different fire camps. But those same women that on the video that I posted are the same women that I was in prison with. Okay. All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in once again, and I will see you on the next video. All right. Peace.